Forget the postcards. The quiet, laid-back image of Jamaica is being bulldozed and rebuilt into something entirely new. Think towering skyscrapers, billion-dollar mega resorts, and a national ambition to rival cities like Dubai. This isn't just a construction boom. It's a high-stakes gamble to completely revolutionize Jamaica's economy. And it's happening right now. Welcome back. Across cities like Kingston and Montego Bay, a profound transformation is underway. Cranes claw at the skyline, new towers are rewriting the definition of Jamaican luxury in concrete and glass, and billions of dollars are pouring in. We're witnessing a deliberate pivot from an economy long defined by sun, sea, and sand to a future built on high-value real estate, global investment, and unparalleled luxury. This story is about more than just buildings. It's about a calculated national strategy to redefine Jamaica's place in the world. The government is pushing a vision to transform the island, making it a magnet for the world's wealthiest investors and residents. And this revolution isn't just happening in boardrooms, it's visible on the ground. Ambitious projects like the breathtaking Pinnacle Towers in Montego Bay and the almost mythical Harmony Cove Resort are the physical symbols of this new Jamaica. Today, we're exploring these mega projects. We'll break down the master plan, look at the staggering numbers, and ask the critical questions. What does this mean for the average Jamaican? And is this high-stakes bet the right path for the country? For decades, the engine of Jamaica's economy has been tourism. It's an industry that brought jobs, foreign currency, and put the island on the global map. But as any modern nation knows, relying too heavily on one industry is a risky game. The traditional tourism model, often centered around all-inclusive resorts, has its limits. It's vulnerable to global shocks like pandemics or economic downturns, and its seasonal nature creates uncertainty for workers and businesses. More importantly, there's the issue of money that flows right back out of the country. Economists call it leakage. In a traditional tourism model, the huge chunk of the money a tourist spends can leak out to pay for imported hotel goods or to the foreign-owned companies that run the resorts. The Jamaican government recognized that for true sustainable prosperity, more of the wealth generated on the island needs to stay on the island. The solution? A strategic pivot. The goal is no longer just to attract more tourists, but to attract higher-spending visitors and, crucially, to get them to invest, live, and do business in Jamaica. It's a move up the value chain. Instead of being a place people visit for a week, the vision is for Jamaica to become a place where people build lives, start businesses, and park serious capital. The government's ASPI or Jamaica framework calls for exactly this, targeting economic diversification through logistics, medical tourism, and a shift to a digital society. The real estate revolution we're seeing is the most visible part of that plan, creating the world-class homes, offices, and amenities needed to attract a whole new level of investment. This isn't a random collection of construction sites. It's a coordinated national vision, a blueprint for what some are calling the new Jamaica. The strategy is clear: position Jamaica as a global competitor for luxury living and investment. The government has been rolling out the red carpet to attract substantial capital, a strategy that appears to be working with billions in new projects getting underway. This vision is built on a few key pillars. First, there's the understanding that to attract high-net-worth individuals, you need a product that competes with the best in the world. That means show-stopping architecture, 5-star amenities, and seamless infrastructure. That's why we're seeing a surge in mixed-use developments that combine residential, commercial, and recreational spaces into self-contained luxury zones. The second pillar is a direct appeal to the Jamaican diaspora. Developers are explicitly marketing these new properties to Jamaicans living overseas who want to invest in their home country. It's a smart strategy that taps into both a desire for a sound financial investment and a powerful emotional connection to home. Finally, the vision extends beyond just buildings to the systems that support them. The government has identified infrastructure as a critical part of its ASPI framework. You simply can't have a billion-dollar resort without modern roads, reliable utilities, and high-speed internet. And this all connects to the mega projects we're about to explore. Each one is a piece of a much larger puzzle designed to fit into this national blueprint for a more prosperous and ambitious Jamaica. If one project embodies the sheer, almost mythical ambition of this new Jamaica, it's Harmony Cove. Planned for 2,300 acres of breathtaking coastline in Trelawney, this isn't just another hotel. It's a proposed $1 billion integrated resort destination. After nearly 2 decades of planning and delays, the project recently held a ribbon-cutting ceremony, signaling that this long-awaited development may finally be moving forward. The master plan is staggering: multiple luxury hotels, residential villas, a world-class marina, and a full-service casino. But what makes Harmony Cove feel revolutionary is the thinking behind its economic structure. The developers, Nexus Luxury Collection, have stated their commitment to offering an initial public offering, IPO, after construction. The idea is to allow ordinary Jamaicans to buy shares and own a piece of this flagship national asset. It's a powerful concept, but one that still depends on the project overcoming its long history of delays. But Harmony Cove isn't the only giant in the game. In Street Am, the Palm Beach development is another billion-dollar behemoth taking shape. Spanning 21 acres of pristine beachfront, this project includes ultra-luxurious villas and condos, a private clubhouse, and a host of high-end amenities. Unlike Harmony Cove, construction at Palm Beach is already visibly underway, making it a powerful present-day symbol of the luxury boom. While mega resorts are rising on the coast, the revolution is already well underway in Jamaica's tourism capital, Montego Bay. Here, the transformation is vertical, with a new generation of high-rise towers changing the city's skyline forever. The most dramatic example is the Pinnacle. Situated on a peninsula in Bogue, this is a statement. Marketed as a $450 million project, the plan includes 4 residential towers, each promoted as being 28 stories, which would make them the tallest buildings in Jamaica. This is the Dubai ambition made real. The project is a full-fledged lifestyle destination planned to feature luxury residences, a private marina, and fine dining. Construction is moving at a breakneck pace. The commercial center is scheduled to open by August 2025, and the first residential tower, the Swallowtail, is already rising. Developers report that around 65% of the initial units were bought by members of the Jamaican diaspora and other international buyers. With the first phase handover targeted for 2027, the Pinnacle is set to become the icon of modern Montego Bay. But it's not just about one landmark. A short drive away, One Reading, a $55 million project, offers a different, though equally luxurious, vision. This development focuses on creating a boutique resort-style community with 84 luxury apartments and 16 townhouses. Construction is progressing steadily, targeting a completion date of 2027. Together, projects like the Pinnacle and One Reading are creating a new real estate reality in Montego Bay, driving up property values and creating a market where demand for luxury units often outstrips supply. None of this transformation would be possible without a parallel revolution in Jamaica's infrastructure. These projects are the essential arteries that connect the entire system, and the government has made it clear that infrastructure is a core pillar of its national strategy. The most critical project for the Montego Bay area is the Montego Bay Perimeter Road. For anyone who has ever been stuck in traffic around the city, this $274 million project is a game changer. It's designed to create a bypass around the congested city center, dramatically cutting travel times. The scope is immense, including a new 180-meter bridge over the Montego River, set to be the longest and tallest 4-lane structure in Jamaica. As of October 2025, the project is reported to be about 80% complete and slightly ahead of schedule, with the main perimeter section slated for completion by May 2026. This connects to a broader island-wide infrastructure push. The Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project, SCHIP, is another transformative undertaking. As of June 2025, this massive project was 96% complete, having reconstructed huge stretches of road connecting communities from Street Andrew to Portland. It has slashed travel times and opened up previously hard-to-reach areas for development. These highway projects are the unsung heroes of Jamaica's real estate revolution, providing the foundation for everything else. Beyond the concrete, glass, and steel, this massive wave of development sweeping across Jamaica represents something far greater than infrastructure. It marks a turning point in the nation's story, a new chapter defined not only by luxury and architecture, but by human ambition, national pride, and economic transformation. These mega projects are not just about reshaping skylines, they are about reshaping lives. The promise they hold extends far beyond the beachfronts and blueprints, reaching deep into communities, families, and the Jamaican spirit itself. The most immediate and tangible benefit lies in job creation. As construction cranes dominate the horizon, thousands of Jamaicans are finding employment across multiple sectors. Projects like Harmony Cove are estimated to generate thousands of direct jobs, ranging from skilled trades in construction to long-term positions in hospitality, maintenance, and management. These projects are not simply building resorts, they're building livelihoods. Developers have made public commitments to offering fair and competitive wages, aiming to raise the standard of living in the communities where these developments take root. For many Jamaicans, this represents not only financial opportunity, but dignity and empowerment through meaningful work. But the vision goes even deeper. The government and private sector are collaborating to ensure that the benefits of these projects ripple through the wider economy. Through the Jamaica First initiative, spearheaded by the Ministry of Tourism, developers are encouraged and in some cases required to source materials and services locally. This means that local farmers have new markets for their produce as hotels and restaurants prioritize fresh, Jamaican-grown ingredients, while artisans and craftsmen have new platforms to showcase and sell their work to international visitors. This interconnected approach ensures that when large-scale developments succeed, the ripple effects are felt in small towns, rural parishes, and local markets across the island. There is also a profound emotional element to this transformation. For Jamaicans at home and abroad, these new world-class developments are a source of immense national pride. Seeing luxury resorts, towering residences, and modern infrastructure rise from the island's soil is proof that Jamaica is no longer merely a destination, it is a developing force with global influence. The ambition of the Pinnacle, with its futuristic design, and the scale of Harmony Cove, with its resort city vision, send a clear message. Jamaica is no longer satisfied with just participating on the world stage, it is determined to lead. This surge of progress fuels a renewed sense of confidence and optimism. It inspires a new generation to dream bigger, to believe that the nation's potential is limitless. The cranes and scaffolding symbolize not just physical growth, but also a spiritual one. A collective belief that Jamaica can balance beauty, culture, and progress without losing its soul. Yet beneath this inspiring rise lies a deeper, more complex story. For all its promise, Jamaica's transformation is also a high-stakes national gamble, one that comes with immense risks and uncertainties. A shift of this magnitude demands caution, planning, and honesty about the challenges ahead. One of the foremost concerns is environmental sustainability. The same coastline that draws investors and tourists is also home to delicate ecosystems, coral reefs, mangroves, and marine habitats that are essential to Jamaica's environmental health. Large-scale construction threatens to disrupt these fragile areas unless executed with extreme care. While developers often speak about sustainable practices, energy-efficient buildings, and eco-friendly designs, the sheer footprint of these projects poses real challenges. Ensuring balance between development and preservation requires rigorous oversight, transparent environmental assessments, and strong government regulation. Without these safeguards, Jamaica risks trading its natural beauty, the very foundation of its tourism industry, for short-term gain. Equally pressing are concerns surrounding social equity. A central question emerges: who truly benefits from this boom? While luxury resorts and high-end condominiums cater to wealthy investors and foreign buyers, many locals fear being left behind. The rise in property values around new developments is already driving up housing costs, threatening to price average Jamaicans out of their own communities. Critics warn that Jamaica could become a divided nation, one where pockets of opulence exist alongside growing inequality. With many new properties marketed in US dollars, far beyond the reach of citizens earning local wages, the dream of homeownership is drifting further away from many. This creates tough conversations about foreign ownership, access, and whether this new wave of prosperity will genuinely uplift the nation or simply enrich a few. Infrastructure also presents a significant challenge. Massive development demands equally massive support systems. Roads, power grids, water supplies, and waste management systems all face added pressure. Jamaica's infrastructure is already strained in several regions, and without parallel investment in utilities and public services, even the most glamorous projects could struggle to sustain themselves. Moreover, these are multi-billion-dollar investments that hinge on economic stability. A global downturn, natural disaster, or market collapse could jeopardize progress, leaving incomplete structures and financial burdens behind. These concerns don't diminish the importance of progress, they highlight the need for smart, inclusive planning. To succeed, Jamaica's transformation must strike a balance between growth and sustainability, ambition and equity, innovation and preservation. From the towering ambition of the Pinnacle to the grand vision of Harmony Cove, Jamaica is standing on the threshold of a new era. The island is no longer content to be known solely for its beaches, music, and culture. It is actively reinventing itself as a hub of luxury, innovation, and global investment. This movement reflects a profound shift in identity. Jamaica is evolving from a beloved Caribbean paradise into a modern powerhouse of economic opportunity and architectural excellence. But this transformation isn't just about building skyscrapers or luxury resorts. It's about building the foundation of a new economy. It's a bold effort to diversify national income, create jobs, and position Jamaica as a leader in sustainable Caribbean development. These mega projects stand as visible proof of progress, as symbols of a nation daring to dream big. Still, it's impossible to ignore the risks that accompany such ambition. Sustainability, social inclusion, and long-term resilience will determine whether this bold new vision becomes a lasting legacy or a cautionary tale. The road from Montego Bay to Dubai may be paved with promise, but it's also lined with difficult questions and critical choices. As Jamaica continues to rise, one truth remains clear. The next few years will define not just its landscape, but its destiny. Is this bold gamble the right path for Jamaica's future, or is the risk too great? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on this remarkable transformation, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more.